stream. I'm trying to channel the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to maintain the stream. I can't do it. I can't maintain the stream. Guys, it's too much. It's overloading my brain. I can't. In the future, all live streams will be controlled with a Neuralink. You know. Hi everybody, how you doing? Do I remember you? 3, 2, 1, Ryder Talks. That name sounds familiar, but I've been on YouTube for half my life at this point, and I've seen a lot of usernames. Remember Random YouTuber 55? I remember Random YouTuber 55. He was a cool guy. Really tragic what happened to him. Finally on summer vacation. I remember summer vacation. Dude, I'm going to give you a piece of advice that I wish was told to me when I was, like, in school. Time goes by quicker the older you get. Like, that legitimately happens. That's not me messing with you. That actually happens. Because summer vacation, when I was, like, a kid, 3 months felt like a year, and now 3 months goes by like a week. So, and I'm only 31. So, like, by the time I'm 80, a year is going to go by like a freaking days, probably. So, just, keep that in mind. Today, we're going to be checking out One Piece, Chapter 1121, The Ebb and Flow of the Ages. It was a pretty good chapter. There was a lot of impact in this chapter. I saw somebody comment that, like, nothing really tremendously crazy happened, but a lot of stuff happened. It was more of a quantity kind of thing. Although there was, the end of Vegapunk's message is definitely relevant. I don't want to say it isn't, but at the end of it, basically Vegapunk said, like, whoever finds the One Piece will have control over the world, and it's like, whoa, okay, that's like a big deal. Like, what exactly is the One Piece now? So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about other stuff that happened in the chapter. Bonnie's character arc kind of wraps up in this one. They punch out Saturn. He's gone for the moment. And it looks like the Straw Hats and the Giants are going to make a clean getaway. Emmett has yet to use his final, attack thing, his moment that he's going to defeat the Gorosei or knock him back. He hasn't done that yet, but it is probably going to be pretty soon. Vegapunk hit the ultimate thinker pose as he was ending the message. Yeah, I feel like there was a couple of questions, like, why did Vegapunk need to, like, broadcast this with video? Why couldn't he have just done it with audio? Because I guess people were thinking, like, there's some, like, real good reason he was broadcasting through video. I would imagine just because Vegapunk loves filming stuff, because he's a science guy, so he's like, oh, I developed this new Den Mushi that can transmit images better. Like, of course he's going to use it. But also, it's probably more believable to see the man speaking rather than just hearing the voice. It's just going to have more impact to it. Yeah, it lends credibility, definitely. It makes more sense if I was just in a podcast format versus me actually seeing my face. I feel like that is going to have a little bit of an impact on the way that, things interact with stuff. Wonder how long till we get to the new bounties. Dude, I don't even know how they're going to do bounties after this. Like, I really fucking don't. Like, after this whole event, like, the Gorosei are clearly not going to be able to cover this up. Like, it's impossible to cover this up. They're going to try to do it as much as they can, but, like, there's only so much they could do. The whole world knows about this crap now, so, I guess they could give Luffy a bounty that's, like, comparable to Roger's or even higher than Roger's, but, like, at this point, I'd have no idea what the bounties are going to be. The silhouetted sketch on the last panel is 100% Shanks' hot sister. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Renth. You understand. Yes. Look, I'm not going to sit here and lay out all of the complexities and intricacies of why Shanks' hot sister needs to exist in this story, all right? You can arrive at that conclusion on your own. You just got to trust me. I've been reading One Piece a long time. I got to tell you, it is essential to Shanks' character and the story. I'm telling you right now, okay? Luffy's bounty will be at least a Brazilian. Yeah, he's the entire country of Brazil. That will be Luffy's bounty. Yes. I can't tell if you meant to say Brazilian or you typed billion and autocorrect just went with it. But in either case, that's great because Luffy was stated to be from Brazil when Oda was writing out their, their ethnicities and stuff, like where they came from, So, like, yeah, that's actually really funny. Yeah. That last double-page spread was glorious. It was beautiful. And I'm not really sure if that means that, like, Oda is just drawing, like, here are the, let me look to see how many characters were on the last page exactly. It might be Wang Ji. It could always be Wang Ji. Could always be Wang. Never doubt Wang, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you think Wang's not going to show up, boom, that's when Wang arrives. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 people on the last page. 11 people. We got Shanks, Luffy, Blackbeard, Buggy, Akainu Dragon, Mysterious Person, Eam, Kobe, Kuzan, Garling, and Sabo. Who is the most surprising to be on that last page? I'll be honest with you. I'm going to say it's probably Kuzan. Because, yeah, I love Kuzan as a character, but, like, considering him as, like, one of the contenders to, like, find the One Piece or, like, something, like, that's a pretty big deal. I'm going to make a video about all 11 of these characters that show up, and, like, in particular, I don't think Garling is that strange, because Oda is gearing up to have the Shanks backstory soon. Like, that was hinted at in Film Red, that was hinted at with Garling, and now a mysterious person that's wielding a sword that's very similar to Griffin. Like, Oda is setting the stage and building the foundation stones for a Shanks backstory, okay? Like, that's gonna happen, so the fact he has Garling there doesn't really shock me. The fact that Dragon and Sabo are both represented, though, is a little interesting to me. It's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 12. I suck at counting. So, yeah, I don't know. Kuzan being there, though, that one might be just... It might be a representative of, like, Akainu and Kuzan's, like, polar opposite viewpoints. It could be that. Could have the idea of, like, Dragon and Sabo both being there because they represent, like, different generations or different aspects of the revolution, maybe. I don't know. Kobe being there. I mean, Kobe is... Sure. You know what, Kobe? You go and try to find the One Piece. I believe in you, Kobe. Yeah, Kuzan betrays Blackbeard. Like, I feel like Kuzan is not cool with, like, see, there's a lot of stuff that Blackbeard does that's, like, straight up horrible. Like, he murders people, and he kidnaps people, and there's slaves on Hachinosu. And Kuzan is apparently, like, okay with this enough to, like, still listen to Blackbeard. Like, when Kobe and everybody were escaping with the slaves, Kuzan was like, I gotta stop this, Like, all right, so there's something going on with Kuzan here. Like, I really hope it's not just, like, Kuzan's, like, because the whole point with Kuzan's character was, like, I don't want to take orders from the Marines, I want to go be my own man. And Blackbeard was like, Zehaha, well, we all joined the Blackbeard crew not because we have the same goal, we just did it so we can cause havoc together. Zehaha, join my crew. And it's like, all right, well, Kuzan has to turn a blind eye to a lot of messed up shit going on in the background, all right? So, yeah. I have no idea what he wants either. I have no idea. Yeah, his old bosses did the same thing. Yeah, kind of, you know what I mean? So it's like a little bit strange. Then again, Kuzan was a Marine for most of his life, and then he finally got out, and it's like, join my crew! We won't bog you down like the Marines did. And then they might realize that it's like the same shit. Yeah, Akiji is just a depressed dude. Like, honestly, yeah, I could see that. Kuzan doesn't know what he wants. He's on a life journey. He's still trying to figure out, like, does he want to be a Marine? Does he want to be a pirate? Does he want to be a revolutionary? Does he just want to open up a bakery somewhere? No, an ice cream stand. Does he want to open a gelato stand? Like, I don't know about Kuzan. I don't know where his journey's going to take him. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing that his story is not predictable, where it's like, okay, obviously Luffy is going to find the One Piece and be king of the pirates. I mean, he's the main character of the story. That's fair. But I have no idea where most of these characters are going to end up. I don't know where Kuzan's going to end up at the end of the story. Is he going to go back to being a Marine? Is he going to stay a pirate? Is he going to be a revolutionary? Is he going to retire and just go do whatever he wants? Is he going to be dead? I have no idea. Like, all of those seem kind of equally believable to me. Yeah. Kuzan opens a froyo shop. Yeah, there you go. I want gelato now. Gelato is so good. I had a chocolate mousse once that was divine. I've never had chocolate mousse as good as I have. I was at some weird event with a family that I know. They're like, hey, Matt, you want to come to this event? There's like a self-help seminar. And I'm like, all right, I had nothing else going on that day. So I went down there and I didn't really pay attention to the lady talking, but they had this chocolate mousse as a dessert. Oh my God, it was the best damn dessert I've ever had in my life. Maybe a rematch with Akainu. Ooh, I could even see that. I could even see that for sure, yeah. Soft serve is the GOAT. I am not a huge ice cream fan. In fact, whenever we go get ice cream, I'll have like 3 bites of ice cream and be like done. So I have to literally get like the baby cup whenever I go to an ice cream stand because I just don't eat that much ice cream. Yeah. Bad chapter. All right, Beavers. Let's explore that. Why do you think it's a bad chapter? I'm curious to know. Anyway, to upload these to Spotify too. Also, please make another completely nonsensical video like you did about trash collection, maybe about devil fruits and using them in the workforce. Oh, that would be a good one. I think that would be more topical than the trash collection one, though. That would be interesting. Bonnie DBS transformation moment. Okay. So you're just not a fan of Bonnie going into the transformation. All right. I'm okay with it. Like, it's very clear that her power is imagination based. Now, does that make it one of the most strong devil fruits ever? Yes, but you also have to consider she is a child, and that's the whole point. Like Saturn even said, like, the fact that she's a child and has imagination is the thing that makes it so powerful. I could see Oda incorporating it into a story when there's very heavy themes of dreams and desire. That has been a running theme in One Piece for a long time. Also, Vegapunk even explained in this arc, devil fruits come about through human desire. So at some point, someone desired to be the sun god, and that fruit came into existence, and that's how Luffy got his power. That's how everyone got their powers at some point. So the idea that like someone could dream up a fruit like Luffy's or Law's or Akainu's or Blackbeard's or Whitebeard's that's really, 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 really powerful, and the same thing could be the case with Bonnie. I don't really see an issue with it. Yeah. I don't see a problem, man. I understand it's a contentious thing because Bonnie is just basically having... I could see it being more of an issue from an outside looking in, like a meta perspective. Like, you know, this would be like, imagine if in Naruto, another character just all of a sudden gets the power of the nine-tailed fox. Shut up. Shut up. I know what happens in Boruto. Shut up, okay? But this would be like in Black Clover if if somebody else gets anti-magic the same as... Shut up! Shut up! I know what happens. My point is this happens a lot. This would be like in Dragon Ball if somebody else gets Ultra Instinct. Shut up! Shut up! I know what happens. So, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. All right? Yeah. I love that. Wait, did that happen before? This would be like if in My Hero Academia somebody else gets one for all. Shut up! Shut up! That's my point. Like, this is not the original time this happened. You could not be a fan of the trope, but you can't deny that it happens a lot in fiction. It happens a lot. It's like if someone uses ellipses instead of dragon. Whose ellipses are the strongest? I might make a video about that. Okay. I think, okay, there's a bunch of different characters that have ellipses, but I think we can narrow this down to 2. Dragon and Eam. Whose ellipses are stronger, dragons or Eames? Hold on a minute. All right. Dragon. Oh, that's Eam. Sorry. Where's Dragon at? Dragon's right here. Dragon. Okay. Who else do we got? Oh, Kizaru. Kizaru's been pretty... Yeah, Kizaru's been ellipsing a lot lately. Hold on. Let me see if I can find an image of Kizaru. Kizaru. Let's see. Kizaru hasn't been in that. Kizaru just got like, I mean, he could get back up. He just chooses not to. He's like, I'm done with this shit. I don't want to do this shit today. You know, I'm done. I'm clocking out for the day. Yeah. Let's see here. Who's a 4th character? I have one more space on screen here. Who's one more character that's really good at ellipses, or maybe ellipse in the running for ellipses? I'll throw that one on there, too. Man, when was the last time I had Kizaru to be used for something? Jesus. Hold on, let me go a little bit further into the 1100s. Oh, there's Kizaru. Oh, there's Kizaru. That's a good one. I always like this image of Kizaru. That's a really good one. Let's see. Akainu. King, maybe. Crocus. Yeah, see, like, I know these characters do a little bit of ellipses, but I don't know if it's, like, worth it. Dofi. Dofi doesn't do ellipses. Dofi tells you exactly how he feels. You know? I think Katakuri... You know what? That's fair. Katakuri is fair. Okay, hold on. Let me go grab an image of Katakuri really quick. All right, here we go. There we go. Well, that's hold on a minute. Here's one. There we go. All right. Ellipse battle. Hold on. Oh, how many? What's the font size I could? There we go. How about higher than that? 500. There we go. There we go. That's some ellipse right there. Hold on. Let me do the quotes because that's the way Oda always does it. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, hold on a minute. Can I resize this? Yeah. There we go. There. The ellipse battle. I'll do a poll. Start poll. All right. Which ellipses is the strongest? All right. Dragon. And Katakuri. Kizaru. Okay, here we go. Start the poll. I misspelled strongest. Whatever, just go with it. Which ellipses are the strongest? Strongest. Dragon already won. I don't know. It's, yeah. Dragon is leading. Yeah, we go. Oh god, yeah. Katakuri, nobody cares about Katakuri and Kizaru. It's all Dragon. It's and Dragon. Strongetsu! Okay. It's Dragon. Alright. So there you go. The strongest ellipses in the land. Yep. Bonnie is just a level 10 Ditto, copying a level 90 legendary, but not as strong. I just hope she can read the poneglyphs, taking Robin's place. She can't read poneglyphs. She can't just... No, she's not going to just read poneglyphs, no. That's Robin's role on the ship, 100%, yeah. It's a skill to speak in ellipses, you know what I mean? It's just... ... Why would she be able to read poneglyphs? Because if she has the ability to... It might be the idea like, oh, she could just do whatever she wants now. She could just become the sun god. She could just turn into a Kainu. She could just turn into She could just turn into a Gorosei. She could just do anything. I don't think Oda's just going to do the anything with her. But, yeah. I mean, I think that might be the idea. Like, oh, well, hey, she could turn into this, so therefore she could do anything. Yeah. The ellipses is stoic, pensive silence. So does Dragon have to say that? Like, Ivankov, I am in stoic, pensive silence. Yes, Dragon, we know. Stoic, pensive silence. Give me a future where I could read poneglyphs. Give me a future where I found the One Piece. Give me a future where I'm God. You know, I don't know if that'll work. I don't think that'll work. We'll see how it pans out, but I don't think Oda's going to do that. But, yeah, what else is going on in the chapters? So, aside from the final panel there... Okay, so, the way that Vegapunk is talking about the One Piece here I mean, he's basically putting it on a ticking clock kind of thing. He's kind of doing like, okay, like, you know how at the beginning of Avatar: The Last Airbender, like in the very beginning of it, Aang was like, hey, you're the Avatar, you got to master all 4 elements, and Aang's like, yeah, okay, cool, I'll do that. But then, like, halfway through season 1, Roku shows up, and he's like, no, Aang, you don't understand, you're on a time limit here. This isn't just like, take your time with this and, you know, figure out the elements whenever you can. No, you're on a strict time limit. If you can't do this by the end of summer, we're all dead, you know? So that's kind of like what this is. Like, oh yeah, take your time, Luffy. Find the One Piece. No big deal. Takes 10 years. It's okay. No, it's like, no, we got to find this now because whoever finds it, it's approaching the big, you know, the cataclysm point, so to speak. And whoever finds this is going to basically control the world. The fate of this world will be decided by whoever finds it. So that's a big deal. And Vegapunk has just said that to the entire world. Yeah. The One Piece is real versus the One Piece is real. Yeah. Give me a future where the Gorosei are bums. They just turn into a bunch of homeless dudes. Yeah. The world don't care. They got fields to tend to. The vast majority will. Like Nojiko. Nojiko's going to go back into her fields, and she's only going to get involved if, like, people actually show up at her island and start trying to, like, trample her tangerine groves. That's when Nojiko busts out a shotgun and she starts, you know, fighting back, right? That's when she goes all Sarah Connor with it. But, yeah, I mean, some people might be, like, inspired, and there might be pirates that, like, gave up the game that want to get back into it because of it. I mean, they might really get going, you know? But I don't know, man. Like, sometimes, like, the way Vegapunk's talking about this is, like, it's... I mean, the idea of saying it's a supernatural thing. I mean, it's a manga about supernatural abilities and devil fruits and hockey and everything. But, you know, it might be some kind of power that could literally reshape the world. Like, something that could literally change geography. Oh, God, what if that's the One Piece? The One Piece is complete control over geography! It's the strongest weapon ever! Dude, I want it to be, if it's geography related, even if it's just a little geography related and the One Piece turns out to be geography based, I'm going to ride that until, like, whoa, I was right. Geography is everything. I was telling ya. Y'all laughed at me. Y'all laughed at me. Well, who's laughing now, huh? It's the Earth, no me. It's the planet fruit. Oh, God. It's stronger than Pico's. It's stronger than Pizarro's. It's the planet fruit. Oh, God. The Geo know me. Geo dude. Dude, that is crazy. Planet fruit. I didn't even think of that. Captain Planet Zone Fruit. Oh, no. Captain Planet. I love Captain Planet. That was a great show. It was a little before my time. It was more of an 80s thing. But they had reruns of it on all the time when I was growing up. Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna bring pollution down to 0. All right. Upgrades the island fruit. I got a scholarship to college. Yay! Congratulations, playlist channel. The playlists are already going to college. Man, they grow up so fast. What do you think the origin of devil fruits could be? I mean, like, well, Vegapunk explained it's the origin of, like, human desire. Probably something to do with the Void Century. Like, if you want to say devil fruits existed during the Void Century or came in about before that, I could see both. But since the Void Century is going to be, like, the focal point for all of this, probably came about during the Void Century. Whoever finds the One Piece controls the world, but not in the way the world government does. That will control the will of the people. They will control the will of the people by how much freedom the King of the Pirates creates for the people. I mean, you could look at it like that, sure, but I don't know. The way Vegapunk was talking about it, you know, like, I don't know. I feel like if Vegapunk would have just said, like, yeah, whoever has the One Piece will be able to sway the masses and control the world that way, I feel like he would have just said it like that, you know, if that was his hypothesis. The way Vegapunk spoke about it was like, no, whoever gets their hands on this, literally controls the world. Like, rules the world in a way that's, like, very objective, very, very concrete, you know? Hi, from Colombia, South America. I will love if you show your geographic statistics from YouTube, which contains who follows you. Geography is everything. Yeah, I know the United States is like 50%, and then it's mostly English-speaking countries, so like Canada and then England. Germany's high up there. I know the Philippines is high up as well, so if you're a fan from the Philippines, thank you. Thank you from Colombia. Yeah, but the like it's well over 50% the United States, and then it goes to Canada, England, and then a few other European nations, and then the Philippines is up there. I remember that. It's been a while since I've checked, actually. New Kingdom video. I am at chapter 570. I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly. I only got about 230 chapters left. I think the devil fruits are made of the power of Nika interacting with human desires. Could be. Could be actual gods getting involved with it. Tell you what, I would rather it be gods getting involved with this during the Void Century than, like, the ancient kingdom made a machine that creates devil fruits. I would rather it being the former than the latter. What if Zoro went Mugetsu? That would be cool. Picturing Zoro and Mugetsu is pretty badass. Hope all is good and that you had fun hanging out with your dad late. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun trip to Gettysburg me and my dad had. What are the chances people are just jumping on the gun on Shanks' brother theory? Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't another Figarland. I mean, I think it is another member of the Figarland family. The sword is very similar to Garling and Shanks's. You know, I guess it could be just somebody else. It might be the man marked by flames, too. A lot of people were saying, it's the man marked by flames. And it's like, okay, all right. Man marked by flames. Oh, people have also said it might be Ace. Like, it might actually be, not Ace the character. It might be Ace as in Roger's sword. That could have been, it could have been that. I think Roger's sword looked a little different, though. But people have said, I've seen that a little bit, yeah. Maybe it's the person with the eye patch. Ooh, maybe. Shanks' hot sister is the man marked by flames. Yes! Can Oda finish the manga in 2025? No, the manga's not ending in 2025. There's just no fucking way. There's no way it's ending in a year and a half. There's no way. Morge did a really good video about this recently. I would go check that out. He did a video on when One Piece would end. I think he says 2032 or something like 7 years. No, 2021, 2032, like 7 years around there. He does a pretty good job of laying out the timelines and stuff. But yeah, there's just no way we're finishing it up in a year and a half, especially with the breaks Oda's been taking. Oda seems to be taking at least 1 month or month and a half long break every year. Coupled with, like, you know, every 2 or 3 chapters, there's a break after that. There's just no way. You know, he's said that before, but, like, if you go back and just go watch Morge's video, because he lays it all out. He goes through, like, you know, in 2002, Oda said 5 years. In 2008, he said 10 years. In 2018, he said 3 years. You know, it's like, he says this, and then editors say stuff, too. You can't go by that. You can't go by the exact number. Hey, Matt, I always thought it'd be funny if one of the Straw Hats had found Shisui at thinking Zoro lost it, giving to him right after they left Wano. That would be funny. Too bad we didn't see the finale there with Zoro visiting Ryuma's grave. I think that would have been cool to see. I want to do a Conus video, and you want to do a Wiper video. Could we collab again? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to... I was thinking about doing the Wiper video, but I have no idea. Like, when I'm actually looking at my schedule, I have no idea when I'm going to do that now. So, yeah, that's something that I think I was going to do back in, like, 2020. I think I filmed, like, an intro for that for just funny. I remember I was getting my wipers replaced on my car once, and this was, like, 5 years ago, and I was like, ooh, I'm getting my wipers replaced, and I filmed something goofy for the intro of the Wiper video, and that was, like, a long time ago. So I don't even know if I still have that. I'd have to dig it up, yeah. Oh, yeah, the game show at Techo. Yes, I'm going to record that. I'm actually, I need a lot of help with this one. So I have a couple of my friends that are going to help me out with this to actually, you know, help me, like, hand out prizes and papers and stuff. And yeah, I'm going to have a camera and everything like that. Yeah. How tall am I? I'm like 5'5.5". Maybe I'll round up to 5'6". if I have to. You know, on my driver's license, so, you know, like when I got my driver's license way back when I was like 17, it said my height was 5'3", and I think they got that number from like a physical I had back in like middle school. Okay? Like it was like when I was like 13 or something, that was my height, right? And so that stayed on my license up until recently, up until the last time I got it renewed. It says on my license I was 5'3", and I'm like, okay, like I go to the DMV to get it renewed this past year, and I'm like, okay, I need to get this fixed. You know, I don't know how much of a pain in the ass this is going to be if I'm going to have to like fill out a whole form. Fill out form 372-Omega and sit down over at that seat and wait for your number to be called and I don't know how annoying this is going to be, but I got to get this changed because I am not fucking 5'3". All right. You know, so I go into the DMV and I get my license renewed and everything. And as I'm sitting there, as the guy's going over all the information, because there is a moment where he's like, you know, is all the information accurate here? And I'm like, actually, I'm sorry to bother you with this. I don't know how much of annoyance this is to fix, but that height on there has been wrong for like 15 years. Can you please change it? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. What's your height? And I'm like, and I was like, I'm 5'5.5", but I was just like 5'6". He's like, yeah, okay. There you go. Is that good? I'm like, yes. So I was going to say 5'5", but like, wait a minute, 5'6". He's like, okay, yeah, sure. Here you go. I'm like, aha. I could have went 5'8". I could have probably said, I'm 7 feet tall, sir. He's like, all right, I don't give a shit. Here you go. Just like, yeah. Yeah. Do you think there's a show in One Piece like Deal or No Deal, like it's a famous game show amongst pirates in Hachinosu? I'm sure on Hachinosu they have a bunch of pirate games. I should do a video on Hachinosu. I should make a video on different kinds of, what's it called? Like pirate games, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I probably could have told him I was 6 feet tall. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I said 6 feet tall, that might be a bit high, you know? Imagine being Whitebeard at the DMV. I'm 9 meters tall. It's just like, oh, 9 feet tall, sir? No, 9 meters. You don't read Super Chat? I have been reading Super Chats. It's just there's a few Super Chats. I read that one. And I read that one. And I read that one. Yeah, let me just pull up all of them, though, because I have all of them saved. All right. I have a rumor you don't have a belly button. I do. What other characters we didn't see in years do you think Oda will show us? So, there was a character group that I'm like... There was a group of characters that I was like, Oda did not show. And it wasn't the Skypians. Eneru. Eneru is a big one. Eneru, you know, we haven't seen him since his Great Space Operation, and that's been well over, like, that was pre-time skip, so that was well over 15 years ago since we've seen Eneru. Definitely need to see him again. I don't think we saw Perona's or Moria's reaction to this either, wherever they're at in the world. Yeah. What if OP is a crown that can control the ancient weapons? Ooh, that would be powerful. And yeah, I mean, Vegapunk did go on and on about the ancient weapons, and whoever controls... Excuse me, I just had lunch. You know, whoever controls the ancient weapons control the fate of the world, and then, you know, whoever has the One Piece controls the world as well, so they're probably connected. Do you think the man marked by flames is also looking for the One Piece since they have the road poneglyph, or would they have it for a different reason? I wouldn't be surprised if that individual, the shadow silhouetted person, is the person that has the last road poneglyph, who would probably be the man marked by flames, just to tie all that back together. Yeah. That'll be explored probably more when we get to Elbaf. Who do you think we'll see in the One Piece chapters coming up? Maybe Arlong, maybe about Captain Morgan, or maybe Kuro. Yeah, I guess so. Those three also have not seen the message, or we haven't seen their reaction to the message. Morgan, I think, is just living out in the woods somewhere. Like, honestly, I think he just, like, found a log cabin. I'm picturing the Thanos retirement for Morgan. For what's up with Kuro? Maybe he's at Pirate Island. And then we have Arlong, who is probably a slave at Marijois, I'm assuming, what happened with him. I should upload these to Spotify. I get recommendations for that for the streams. I should definitely do that. Something terrible happening back home in Bangladesh, but I will see you later. Well, I hope everything is okay with your family and everybody's safe and all that. No worries, man. Don't worry. I can't catch you stream. Something horrible is happening in my home country. I'm like, well, get back home then. It'll be okay. Do you think Lilith will actually join the crew? I do not. I think she'll stay at Elbaf with Saul and the Seraphim and everything. If the Seraphim go with them, depends. Do you think Luffy will be the king after the war or go on war as a king? Luffy will be the king of the pirates by the end of the story. I mean, that's going to happen. If a Straw Hat had a P.O. box, what are you sending in? If, like, the Straw Hats had a P.O. box I could send into them, like, I don't know. I'd probably send Robin, like, fancy books or teas or something, I guess. Why you got to stream during the workday? Because I'm going to an anime convention this weekend, and I'm going to be gone, so I have to stream now. Same thing that happened last week when I was going to Gettysburg with my dad. It was like a weekend thing, so I was like, I got to stream on Friday, and same thing happened now. Yeah. Also, I'm going to a birthday party later today, so I got to do this before all that. Which con? TechCon, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, David O. Lawrence Convention Center. I am going to be hosting a game show panel there. And it's going to be One Piece themed, and it's really fun. I really would like to go over the questions. I have a friend I'm going to go over some questions with tonight, but I can't do that because, like, that'd be giving away the questions. But, you know, it will be recorded. We have not seen Hancock yet. Yeah, you're right. We have not seen Boa and the reactions to the Amazon Lily people. Yeah, we have not seen that yet. Will the ocean levels lower to normal at the end of the story? They might, and in which case, I mean, okay. Regardless of what the One Piece is, the world's geography is going to shift massively by the end of the story. Like, the red line might not be there anymore. Or there might be a giant hole in the red line, opening up the all blue. Fishman Island's going to be destroyed, so the fishmen are going to live on the surface. Like, the world geography is going to shift in a big way. Like, it's going to happen. Send Luffy meet a letter about issues in the USA going on with our leadership. Oh, my God. I don't know if Luffy would be able to understand half of the words in that letter. If there are only 12 Supreme Grade swords, does that mean you have to destroy another Supreme Grade? No, I think it just means there's 12 great swords that have risen to that level. If there's a sword that gets fame to that level, there'd be 13. But it's really, really hard to get to 12. It's really hard to get to that stage of Saijo. We saw Margaret's, but we haven't seen Hancock's. Yes, we did see some of the Kuja, I think. Yeah. Thanks for the 2 from Daniel. Thanks for the 7 from Eno Tem Productions. I hope that the Holy Knights specialize in all types of combat, as in Rokushiki, Fishman, Karate, and so on, to show that they can defeat any threat. That would be really good. I mean, if they are the best knights of the Holy Land, they should have some of the strongest Devil Fruits, some of the strongest Haki, some of the strongest Rokushiki. Like, that should be the idea. Yeah, they have the best tutors, the best, you know, people to teach them, the best swords. I think that's where a lot of the sideshow are going to end up. They're going to end up in the hands of Holy Knights. Like, I think Garling probably has one. Garling and Shanks have one. Like, Garling, I mean, Shanks' sword actually is not confirmed to be a sideshow. It probably is, but it's not confirmed. Highly doubt they specialize in Fishman Karate because racism. I mean, they might, yeah, but they might still be like, yeah, we mastered this even more than the Fishmen ever could. You know, that you could still spin it where they might have it. I read Chainsaw Man, yes. If I could meet Luffy, what would I ask him? Dude, that's a good question. If I could meet Luffy and hang out with Luffy, you know, like, I guess I would just ask him what his dream was and him just tell me. Or if he just says, it's a secret, I'd be like, all right, let's go get some meat then. Let's go to the barbecue. Okay. Have I seen any fake lore creatures living in Appalachia? Have I seen, like, the Squonk or Mothman or Bigfoot? My friend Chris is a firm believer in Bigfoot. He has some Bigfoot shirts, and he's not, like, all crazy with it, like he has a room dedicated to Bigfoot research or anything, but he I think he believes in Bigfoot. He has a couple of Bigfoot, like, shirts and things, like, yeah, Bigfoot, he's out there. I'm like, yeah, okay. Dude, I'd like to meet Bigfoot. I think Bigfoot would be a cool guy. I think he'd be a chill dude, you know? I'm ready for the con, yeah. Game show. Oh, Uncle Bear. Yeah, I'm ready for the con. You were the first YouTuber I subscribed to back in Whole Cake early on. Happy I did. Well, thank you. Thank you, Productions. You know, I was thinking the other day, I was actually counting up how many chapter reviews of manga I've done over the years. So, I started reviewing Bleach in chapter 454, I think. Double check that, see if my memory's good. I started reviewing Bleach in 450... hold on a minute. Playlists. $452. It's a 686. So I suck at math. So hold on. 686 minus 452. Okay, that's 234 chapter reviews of Bleach. And then I started reviewing One Piece. I think it was 852. There's a couple of random ones that I did too, like off to the side, like a random chapter review I did, you know, way back in like 2011 or whatever. Yeah, it was 852. 852. We're at 1,021 right now. So 1,021 minus 852. It's around 100 and... Oh, well, 1,121. I was going to say, so add an extra 269. Nice. God. So that's, yeah. And then, so add those together. So 269 plus 234. I've done 503 chapter reviews. Actually, it's more than that, or maybe a little less, because some I've skipped, and, you know, there's been other random ones over the years, so probably somewhere around there. 500 chapter reviews. Oh. All right. But thank you for that. Yes. Eneru theory. He isn't leaving the moon. He has no reason to. Instead, he will be used for a reaction shot. Luffy's big final battle. Final punch on the final foe will be rubberized. The Earth stretch all the way to the moon. That'd be cool. I think Eneru does have a reason to leave the moon because the moon is probably fucking boring. You know, he's on the moon with his giant army, but that's got to get boring after 2 years. So I think he's going to go back down to the Earth where there's actually stuff happening. So, yeah. The Earth ate a devil fruit. That would be wild. You a good man. What's your favorite game and what are you playing at the moment? I'm not playing anything at the moment. I played Baldur's Gate 3 a lot last year. Then I played Persona 3. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories on this little emulator thing when I was in London. I haven't really been playing any games lately. I did see the new Bleach game announced, so I'm going to pick that up, Rebirth of Souls, when that comes out. But I'm trying to find a game right now. What's a good, since you're here, since people are here, I might as well take recommendations. I really like when I'm like late at night when I'm like getting ready for bed, I like to play like a puzzle game on my computer. You know, so it was like Peggle for a long time, like that little ball game where you just knock the balls through a little thing. And then there was also Plants vs. Zombies I really liked for a while. And I just got done finishing with this pool game. It was like a pool simulation game kind of thing. But if there's any good, not like a phone game. I don't really like phone games, but like something on like Steam or something that's like a really good puzzle kind of game, a la like Peggle or Plants vs. Zombies or something like that. Let me know, because I'm a really big fan of those kind of games. Big fan. Thank you, Geen. Before slinging them into space, also the impact of the punch could force the sunken lands to rise back up to the surface. There's going to be some wacky nonsense Luffy's going to do with Gear 5 at the end. And that's going to be wild. Hair. Let's see. What do we got here? Finish the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Yeah, I still got to do that too. Bloons Tower Defense. I played that back in school, but that would be fun to play again. I miss some of those old Flash games I played back when I was in high school. Outer Wilds. I'm just going to write a bunch of these down, and I'll look through all of them and see which tickles my fancy. Baba is You? Is that the name of the game? Baba is You? Okay. I know you're a Venture Brothers fan, so I was wondering if you saw the movie. I love the movie. The movie was amazing. Condensing pretty much all of Season 8, or what would be Season 8, into the movie. I don't want to get too much off topic. I'm already getting into off topic with game recommendations, but yeah, I'll get back to that in a second, yeah. We'll maybe talk about more random stuff at the end of the stream. Balatro. Okay, I'll write that down too. Just, yeah, give me a bunch of recommendations. I'll write stuff down. Okay. Talos Principle is good. Okay, cool. Good. I really like good puzzle games. Puzzle games that mostly have like an ending, not like just go on forever, but just like, you know, like Plants vs. Zombies has a really nice, just like 5 stages. You get more shit in each stage, and then eventually there's a final boss, and then you're done. It's just like, okay, I like that kind of shit. Outer Worlds, best game you can only play once. Gotcha. Write it down. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you for that. Yeah, okay. So where are we at? Power Washer Simulator. Yeah. But yeah, Luffy at the end of the story, don't be surprised if Gear 5th Luffy is going to do something really ridiculous. That's like going to, like, I don't know, like change the planet's geography or something. Now it's just game recommendations. I should have waited till the end of the stream to ask for game recommendations. All right, I got a good enough. I got like a good 7 or 8 of these. So, yeah. Murder by Numbers. Okay, gotcha. All right. What do you think the last big event that Oda editor has teased? Yeah, so keep in mind, though, because they've done this before, editor's whole job is, like, once again, I mean, they're to edit, but also drum up success and, you know, hype for the story. So it's always going to be like, there's a big thing coming. So, you know, now, is it going to be, like, as big or bigger than Vegapunk's message? Probably not. But there is going to be a finale. There's probably going to be one more finale here. He might have been referring to what happened with Emeth. He might be referring to something with Eam. He might be referring to maybe Eam's face reveal. Something like that, maybe. I haven't watched The Boys. I've only seen a few clips of the show. I've never actually sat down and watched, like, an episode. My friend Zach's really into it, though. Why do you think that Mihawk and Crocodile got annoyed in the chapter when the remaining parts of Vegapunk's message was finishing? They probably got annoyed because they're still annoyed over Buggy doing the whole, like, everybody, we could go get the One Piece, you know? Because Mihawk and Crocodile are the ones that want to be in charge of the Cross Guild, and Buggy is just kind of there as the face of the operation, and he kind of fucked everything up by saying, like, let's all get the One Piece. Like, yeah, Captain Buggy, let's go get the One Piece. And now Mihawk and Crocodile are like, shit. Well, now we have to go after the damn One Piece. Like, we don't have a fucking choice. If we don't go after the One Piece, then they're not going to follow us. Crap. All right. So, yeah, we don't have an organization, right? So I don't know if Mihawk cares, but like Crocodile does. I feel like Crocodile definitely cares about going getting the One Piece because that's what he did. He started off to go get the One Piece. But Mihawk might just be like, I really just want to chill out in my castle, but I can't anymore. So now I have to go after the damn One Piece. I'm gonna have to shit. He's like Mihawk goes where the fuck he wants, and being told where to go, he's probably not a really big fan of. I don't think Mihawk is a fan of taking orders, is what I'm saying. And the way that this is situated, it's like Buggy is giving him an order, and he doesn't care for that very much. Oh, Joy Boy's crew would be a good one, yeah. Gotta make a video about that. A lot of people already have, but I should make my video on it. Oh, yeah, let's talk about Marco. Because that's something I missed in the last chapter. I mean, I mentioned him, but I forgot, like, the context of the fact that he's still at Sphinx. But I thought he was always going to stay at Sphinx. I never thought he was going to leave, actually. Pull up a Marco video here. Yeah. Here we go. So Marco, yeah. So Marco is still at Sphinx in the last chapter, and so people are saying, oh, well, that means he hasn't gone and rescued Weevil, because Miss Bucking was like, Weevil's been captured, you need to go save him. Well, in the chapter, Marco even told Miss Bucking, like, look, I appreciate your son for helping out the Islanders. I appreciate that. He saved their lives. I do have a debt, but, like, I can't leave again. Did you see what happened? I left for, like, a week, and already the Marines were showing up and tossing around the citizens. I cannot leave again. This will happen again, So I always assumed Marco was going to stay. He wasn't going to leave. I think Marco might have made in a call, though. He might have called up one of his old colleagues in the Whitebeard crew and might have been like, hey, Vista, can you go help out Weevil? I owe Weevil a debt, and I can't go because I have an island to look after, so should you go do it, or get Jozu, So I think Marco called in some favors. I think Marco picked up a Den Mushi, called in some favors on this. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good way to get the old Whitebeard crew kind of like back in the story, too. I don't know if Marco wants to be the new Whitebeard. He tried to be the captain, and it just didn't work. So I don't think he's going to go back to being a pirate again. Oh, did you see Togashi is up to chapter 416? I did not see, did he, tweet about it or, post on, the internet about it? So 416. Okay, so what chapter do we leave off on? 400 was the last chapter we left out on. So that's a good 14 chapters then. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. The silhouette was Vista the whole time. Yeah, I think Marco is done being a pirate. He was a pirate. Keep in mind, Marco's in his late 40s. He's been a pirate for pretty much his entire life, ever since he was a teenager, even younger than that even. So he might have he's been a pirate for a good 30 years, probably. So he's like, you know what? I'm good. I'm just going to hang out here and save the island that Pops loved and grew up on, and I'm just going to protect these people. This guy's going to be a skeleton by the time Hunter x Hunter's done. I don't know his current health. I know every now and then people will say, oh, he's feeling better so he can draw, and then it's oh, then he went back to shit again, and it's just I honestly couldn't tell you. I have no idea, because just by the nature of the way being a mangaka is, you don't really, they're not going to advertise every little step of the process to them. Even a lot of stuff with Oda, we don't know. So, Togashi might have a lot of people helping him with this. I don't know how it works. Which pirates could best adapt to civilian life? The ones that aren't overly ambitious, I think would be fine. I think if, the Sun Pirates don't have to continue to fight anymore, if they just go back home and, equality is maintained, then I think they'd be fine, Maybe the One Piece is a golf stadium. All right. Did we get Marco's bounty? Yeah, it's a little bit higher than King and Queen's. Marco's bounty is 1,374,000,000. Actually, it might be a little less than King's. Hold on. It's slightly less than King's. King's is 1,390,000,000. Marco's is 1,374,000,000. So Oda's doing a pretty good thing where most Yonko commanders, their right hand, commanders are over 1 billion. The one exception to that might be Ben Beckman, because it was mentioned that Shanks's crew has the highest on average bounties. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shanks's bounty is over 4 billion. I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Beckman's was 2 billion. I don't know Eam's sex or what Eam identifies as. Eam might not identify as anything. Eam might just identify as Eam. Eam, the way that Eam speaks is in a very archaic dialect. And it's like second person, the way Eam kind of addresses themselves. You know, it's a very unusual way to talk. Yeah. Eam says stuff like, you know, this one will ask a question of you, Cobra, and this one demands an answer, you know, is the best way to translate it to English, you know? You know, it'd be like if I was handing somebody a pen, you know, instead of saying, I am handing you this pen, I would say, this one is handing you a pen. You know, like that's such a weird fucking way to talk. Yeah. Yeah, they changed it in the English. The best way to describe it in English is like using these and thous, you know, because it's like it doesn't translate well. It's an old archaic way in Japanese. It's not going to translate the same way in English. So these and thous. It also reminds me of, did you ever watch Sekirei? Remember the water Sekirei lady in that anime where in Japanese, I think she talks in a very like outdated dialect, and in English they just made her like, it is my soul sword of water that I will use on thee, you know, and just like she speaks in like an old like Middle English, not Middle English, but like kind of like Shakespearean kind of like attitude, yeah. Thou art, I am thou art I. Yes, it's kind of like that, yeah. It's very soon. Eam's voice is coming up very soon. Hold on a minute. What chapter is that? What chapter did Cobra die? Think 1085? Yes, 1085. So, what chapter are we on right now? God, I don't even know what episode. What episode of One Piece are we on right now? Like, what was the last episode? 1,100 and shit. I don't even know, man. 1112. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh, man, it's hard to keep numbers straight in my head. All right. So the last the last episode covered chapters 1079, so that was the Shanks chapter. So we're very close. We got 6 more chapters left. Next chapter is going to be Kobe's stuff. Then we're going to go back to Reverie. Yeah, I saw the last episode with Shanks. It was something. Captain Kidd isn't weak. He's not weak. It's just Shanks is really freaking strong. Also, something to point out, because it was something that I was kind of curious about in the manga, because you don't really see it. But in the anime, I think it's made very clear. Shanks did not take the poneglyph etchings. Heat goes over. After Shanks knocks out Killer and Kid, he goes on the ship, and Heat pulls out the poneglyph etching rubbings, and he's just like, oh, just take them. Don't kill our captain, please. You don't see Shanks pick them up. He just jumps off the ship, and then Dory and Bragi nuke it. I don't, wait, did he not? I don't see him taking the fucking papers. And then he jumps off onto the Red Force, and you don't see him holding the papers. Set up a fun game with family or friends, creating unforgettable. You won't need them where you're going. Why wouldn't he take the rubbings? I thought it was assumed. We don't see it. We don't see it. It's such a weird shot. Like, if Oda wanted us to make sure he takes them, he could have just shown a very quick panel of him grabbing them. He doesn't. Suits your perfect stance. Plus, Golf Dart is completely safe for indoor play with soft EVA balls that won't damage your surroundings. Golf Dart offers effortless. I wouldn't be surprised if he already has them. I mean, he might. But yeah, there's no indication that he even. It's not like he pulled them out and then Shanks walked over to him and like bent down and like the implication was he took them. Like, there's none of it. It's just Heat's like, take the etchings. Please don't kill our captain. And Shanks is just looking at him like. And then Rockstar shows up. He's like, Captain, let's go. And he just jumps off the ship onto the Red Force, and that's all you see. Yeah. So, interesting. I mean, maybe they could say something like, oh, we got those poneglyph etchings from Kid's crew. It's like, all right, well, you didn't show him picking them up or touching them or going over to get them or anything. It's very interesting. Yeah. What's that sound? It might be my computer. My fan just kicked on if you can hear something in the background. Is that an ad in the background? I don't hear anything. No, I don't hear anything. Not on my end. It was an ad for a golf dart. Oh, okay. It was a golf ad. All right. Might be one of the... Hold on a minute. It might be like a website with an ad on it or something. Let me close out these. Okay. There we go. Ghost ads. Whoa. That's what's going to happen. I swear to God, it'll be a ghost in your house, but it'll be an ad. The ghost will appear like, whoa, I will haunt you unless you go down to Staples for this new deal. Bye, bye. It's just like, yeah. That's what's going to happen with ghosts, man. Yeah. If there was a way to market ghosts to capitalism use ghosts, that's the way it would work. How does the fusion fruit work? Somebody eats it, so Charlotte Nushi ate the fusion fruit, and then he can merge with other people to combine their bodies into one. He merges with all of his siblings, and they become like a huge, giant kind of person. I'm assuming he could use the power with every other, anybody else, really. Can't wait to see Garp, Fiston Island animated. That's going to be fun to see. The Galaxy Impact. Oh, yeah. I wanted to contact you over an extended warranty. No, those aren't the ghosts. Those are the vampires. The ghosts do ads. The vampires do, your extended warranty and insurance information. Have you ever gotten a paralysis demon? No, I've only had sleep paralysis a couple times in my life. I've had sleep paralysis... Really, the only one I can remember, it was a few years back. I was still living with my mom, where I was lying on my back, and I opened my eyes, and I saw a giant spider on my ceiling, like a giant, freakish, like alien spider that was like slowly descending toward my face, like, and I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna die. And I just shut my eyes and I had a moment where I realized, okay, this is not real. There's not a spider the size of a basketball in your bedroom. That doesn't even make any sense. It's a dream. You're having an hallucination or whatever. Just shut your eyes and don't open them again. I'm like, okay. And then I eventually just woke up like normal. Yeah. That wasn't a dream. Wait, those are real? Yeah. So like, there are spiders that are pretty big. I think the biggest spider in the world is the Goliath bird eater spider. That's a pretty big spider. But those are like indigenous to like Australia and shit. So it's like, the odds of seeing a spider that big in Pennsylvania, I'm like, nah, this is bullshit. Oh, man, look at this little guy. Oh, that's cute. Look at this spider guy. Hold on. Isn't nature beautiful? Hold on. There we are. Look at the little guy. Aw. He's a cuddly little guy. Unironically, I think I'd be fine if I saw a spider like this. Like, now don't get me wrong. Like, if I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw this on my nightstand, yeah, I'd probably freak the shit out. I'd shit my pants immediately. But like, if somebody warned me first, like, hey, I have this giant spider, you want to go see it? I'd be like, sure. I'd go look at it. And if someone prepared me, I would not freak out. Yeah. Is it tasty? When I was at Gettysburg last week, we were in a jerky shop, and there was a jerky. I bought a bunch of weird jerky, but there was also, they had crickets. They had little crickets in a little box dusted with like cheddar cheese. And I've actually had those before when I was in New York like 10 years ago. I didn't buy any of those, but I did get some python jerky. They had camel jerky. They had alligator jerky. They had not buffalo. They had like bison jerky. They had all these different kinds of exotic jerkies. But I bought python jerky because I thought I haven't tried it yet because I'm going down a friend's place tonight. It's scorpion, yeah. So they had like a scorpion thing, like in like little suckers that you have like scorpions inside. So I'm going to take that down to my friend's place tonight, and we're going to try some python jerky to see how that tastes. Yeah. Yeah, I've had the little crickets with like cheddar dustings on them. It tastes like, doesn't really taste like much of anything. It just tastes like the little cheddar flavoring and those little crunchy, cracky things in your mouth. It's whatever. Not Monty Python, yeah. You can actually buy canned tarantula online. There's tarantula as food. Hold on, let's see what we got here. Hold on. Tarantula food. Hold on, let's see if we can find a meal here. Oh, here's some Gordon Ramsay eating fried tarantula. Cambodia fried tarantula. Okay. Fried spider. This is a delicacy in some parts of the world, it seems. All right. I'm going to ask you a legitimate question here. All right, and I want a legitimate answer. All right, I don't want a bullshit answer. I want a legitimate answer, okay? I'm going to show you a food item here in a second, and you need to tell me how much money that would someone have to give you in order to eat this food item. Now, if you genuinely think that you could not stomach it, that's fine, but, you know, here you go. Just one of these. Just one of these fried spiders. Gordon is just doing side quests at this point. Harrenhal, good or bad? Harrenhal is just a ghostly haunted castle that everybody should honestly abandon, but for some reason people keep living there and people keep dying. You know? Nope. I think I'd eat it for free. I really do. Like if someone gave it to me, like, okay, here's the stipulation. The stipulation is somebody else takes a bite first, and maybe best case scenario, somebody's like, oh yeah, it's fried spider. I have this every now and then. It's fine. I've never gotten sick from it. And someone just bites it in front of me. I'd be like, all right, I'll give it a shot. You know, I give it a go. Yeah. No less than 1,000. Well, at least you're honest. $20. In the millions, legitimately, in the millions for someone to do that for it. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I guess people really don't like spiders. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, man, good source of protein. And these things are so freaking big. I mean, you got to, if they're crawling around, you got to make them use, you know, like, imagine a spider just crawling around a marketplace. Someone just stabs it with a bamboo stick and then just deep fries it and just, here you go. Like, all right. Hey, man, you got to take advantage of whatever's around you. Love your videos. Always listening to someone talk about One Piece since none of my friends watch One Piece. Aw, I'm sorry. I have a couple of friends that watch One Piece, and I talk to them about it. But yeah, I get most of my One Piece discussion fix over YouTube. I don't talk about One Piece very often in my real life. It comes up every now and then, obviously, because it's like that's my job. But you know, I don't like, you know, hey mom, how you doing? Hey, guess what happened in the new One Piece chapters? She doesn't care. Yeah. It would be how hungry I am. Yeah, that would be a big thing too. Dude, there's a Thai restaurant pretty close to where I live, and it's been around. Like, I knew it was there, but I never really ate there very much. But I started really eating there a little bit more and sampling their menu, and like, it's fucking good. They might have the best like fried shrimp. They have like a fried shrimp in like a spicy mayo and like a sauce, and these shrimps are huge, like prawn. They're like huge, and I'm like, oh my god, they're just so damn good, so damn delicious. The curry is amazing. It's really good. And it's becoming my new favorite place to eat for sure. We didn't go fishing when we were at Gettysburg, but we did walk around quite a bit. I could show you some pictures of me and my pa from our trip to Gettysburg. See, I think I still have some on here, yeah. Okay. Here's me and my dad. in front of the. This is where the Gettysburg Address was held. That's not the exact spot. It's the exact spot's like a little bit close to it, but this is like the memorial they made. So, yeah. My dad's glasses are truly a dad thing. Yeah. Am I getting Sparking Zero? I was considering it. I'm considering it. I'm not a huge fan of fighting games, though. Not really. Like, Bleach fighting games, I am. But, like, every other fighting game, I'm like, never got into Mortal Kombat. Never got into Tekken, which is funny because I'm Tekking. But maybe I'll get Sparking Zero. I had Fighters, and I didn't care for Fighter. I just didn't get into Fighters. I bought it, but I didn't play it that much. Yeah. Yeah. The glasses are immaculate. Yeah, the glasses are great. Here's my dad in a gift shop wearing a Lincoln hat. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. The last panel is the 12 most significant characters. See, I don't know what to take away from that. I mean, like, I like obviously the Yonko makes sense. But, like, the other characters, like, I feel like Oda's, like, he had to pick those 12 characters for a reason. It's not like he couldn't have fit more characters on that page. He could have fit 13, 14, 15 characters on a double-page spread, like, easy if he wanted to. He picked those 12 for a reason. So, pay attention to that, I guess. Yeah, there was a lot of Lincoln hats there. I already have a lot of top hats. I have, like, 3 or 4 top hats, so I didn't need a Lincoln top hat, yeah. The distribution of the yeah, it does feel a little random. It does feel random, but like I feel like Oda did it for some reason. Like, I'm gonna draw Kuzan, like when at the crescendo of Vegapunk's speech, when he's talking about whoever finds the One Piece the fate of the world will be in the balance. And Oda has to draw certain characters that are relevant to finding the One Piece, and he chooses Kuzan. Okay, like that's I didn't expect that. Where does that go? Where was that implying? You know? I think Kobe makes sense because Kobe's like the new generation of the Marines. Kobe's going to be what the ideal version of the Marines are going to be after the Tenryubito collapse. Yeah. Yeah, Mihawk didn't make the top 12, so there's some reason here. It's not like strongest characters or anything like that. No Smoker either. That's also important. Like, yeah. So it's not like here are the strongest characters that could get their hands on the One Piece. That's clearly not the case. Yeah. Tekken goes on a boat. I'm going to Mexico in October, so we'll probably be on a boat at some point during that trip. That'll be with my mom. So I'll show you some pictures when I get back from there. Shanks' hot twin sister, come on! Mexico where? It's on the Yucatan. It's south of Cancun. It's on the shore of the Yucatan Peninsula. My mom won a prize on a talk show. On a morning talk show. Have I ever been to Greece? No. No. The only place I've ever been outside the U.S. has been London now, has been England. But it's going to be pretty... no, it's not Puerto Vallarta. It's... Hold on. It's... either Playa del Carmen or Puerto Morelos, one of those two. I think it's... I'm not sure. It's one of those places. Yeah. Ever listen to a car seat headrest? Seems your type. Ever listen to car seat headrest? Is that the name of a band? I started listening to Ghost last couple of days. I've had Mary on a Cross stuck in my head on loop for the last couple of days. So that's been a thing. Have you tried out the One Piece TCG? I have. I haven't played it with anybody yet, but I have some of the cards. Yeah, Rustage pulled like a Boa Hancock manga exclusive that's like $600. So he had a good pull. What's Ghost? It's a band. They have a Poseidon statue there. Ooh, I'll check it out. Car Seat Headrest is a nice band. Okay, I've never heard of them before, but I'll check them out. I'll write it down. Oh, all right. How long are we into this? How long are we going for? We've been streaming for about an hour and 15. Okay, I'll probably wind it down pretty soon. I got to film something else for a thing, and then I got to go actually help my mom with something at a like a farm thing, like a harvest festival. Not a harvest festival, freaking farmer's market. Yeah, and then I'm going to a birthday party after that. Oh. Will you wear your Captain William at the con? Nah, I'm not going to cosplay. I very rarely cosplay when I go to conventions. I only did so at London because we were doing the One Piece D&D thing, but normally I'm just going to wear a regular shirt and shorts when I'm walking around the convention. And then during when I do the game show, I'm going to have my whole outfit for that. So I'm going to be excited. I'm really pumped for that. Give us an update on the Python jerky. Yeah. Actually, I have it upstairs. I can have a bite of it right now, and I'll just tell you how the Python jerky is, and then I'll have the rest for tonight. Yeah, I'm actually excited to try it out. Hold on, let's go. I'll end out the stream by trying Python jerky. Hold on. All right. I can't think of any good One Piece questions. Take my money. Shut up and take my money. All right, thank you, Chop Slap. Python jerky for the extreme. For the extreme, man. All right. Let's find out. This shit was expensive, too. But let's see here. They don't give you that much of it. I'm just going to have a little piece because I want to have some for my friends tonight. All right. This is authentic Python. Tastes like jerky. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Heat 2, sweetness. Definitely, there's no heat. I don't know. Heat is ranked number, like, there's like a little chart on the bottom here. Heat 2, sweet 5. There's no heat to this, like, at all. And sweet, yeah, it's definitely more sweet. All right. What flavor is it? Python. It's Python flavored. Yeah. Ingredients. Python. I love that. Ingredients. Python. All right. Brown sugar, teriyaki sauce, wine, sugar, water, vinegar, salt, onion powder, spice extras, something acid, more water, spices, garlic, lemon juice, more vinegar, celery powder, sea salt. Contains soy and wheat. Okay. Would you recommend it? Yeah, I would actually. It's fucking good. I'd eat more of it. I'd eat that whole bag if it wasn't like I was bringing it somewhere tonight. Tastes pretty good, actually. Dude, my favorite thing when I was working at Dollar Tree for my break, because we'd only get like a 12-minute break. So sometimes I get like little pizza like bagels and like nuke them in the microwave in the back break room for a little bit and eat those. But if I didn't feel like doing that, what I would do is I would just grab a Jack Link's jerky, like foot long, like not a Slim Jim, but like kind of like a Slim Jim, like an extra large Slim Jim, a big Jim. All right, I grab one of those, the big Jack Link jerky, like jerky rod, And then I would grab like a peanut butter Twix or like a Reese cup or a Hershey bar or like some kind of candy bar. And I would just go in the back room and I would just be like salt, sweet, salt, sweet. And I would just, that would be my break. That would be my little break meal. Yeah. The thick Jim. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That would be what I had. I ate like crap when I was at that store. 12 minutes for a break. Yeah, it was supposed to be 10, but our boss was cool and let us take it for an extra 2. Because we have to log back in on the computer, and if the computer notices you're taking like 20-minute breaks, then that's actually going to flag it. But our boss told us that, like, okay, look, it doesn't actually flag you unless you're like, you know, you could take a 12, 13-minute break and you're fine. It's not going to flag you. It's not going to ping anything. But if you start taking like 20, 25-minute breaks, it's going to start sending up red flags. You know what I mean? So, you know, we were able to do that. But, you know, ostensibly they were supposed to be 10 minutes. Why 10 minutes? Because, well, it's also, keep in mind, I was part-time. So it was only like a 5-hour shift. Sometimes only a 3-hour shift. I'd have a 3-hour shift and get a 12-minute break. So, you know, yeah. If I worked, now some days I had to work, there were a couple times I had to work all day. I had to work a 12-hour shift from 9 to 9 or whatever. And for 12-hour shifts, you have 3 12-minute breaks and 2 30-minute lunches. So you got like 3 breaks and 2 lunches. You got to kind of like scatter throughout the day. So it's that's for a full 12-hour shift. But most of the time it was a 3 or 5-hour shift for me. Yeah, it was a break, not a lunch. That's important to mention. It was not a break. It was a lunch. Yeah. As a dishwasher, my breaks consist of how long it takes me to smoke. I had to go to Walmart. Me and my friend went to see a movie last night. We went to go see Longlegs, which it's like a serial killer movie with Nicolas Cage in it. And Nicolas Cage is just completely insane in it, but it's great. They casted him perfectly because he's Nicolas Cage. But so we go there, and then I'm driving back, and it's like 10:30 at night. And I'm like, oh, I have to go to Walmart. I have to grab some stuff for the convention and stuff. I needed to get candy and stuff. So I stop at Walmart at like 10:30. They close at 11. And like, you know, I'm just walking outside. There's just like a line of people outside just smoking cigarettes just outside. Just like cigarettes all over the ground, like lit cigarettes. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. Did it suck? It wasn't the greatest. I really like Nicolas Cage in it. He's definitely the main draw. The lead actress in the movie, and I know this was probably done intentionally, like it had to have been intentional because she plays this character, like the main character of the movie. She plays it super deadpan and like catatonic, like almost the entire movie. Like to the point where it's just like she's psychic. She's just like, I feel there's something over there. I just have a feeling. Like the most emotional she gets is like, there's like 2 scenes where she's like really emotional, and the rest of it she's just like super, super subdued. So like it's not an actress thing. It was probably just like they told her to like do that, and I was like, okay, I guess that's supposed to like create like an unsettling vibe with the movie or something, but it really just it came off as just kind of like, all right, this is a little weird, but okay. That must have been the night crew having their break. Yeah, probably. And I went in and grabbed my shit and left. It's my 1-year anniversary with my girlfriend today. She just got me Luffy versus Katakuri in the anime. Oh, she just got to Luffy versus Katakuri. She bought you Luffy versus Katakuri. That'd be pretty cool. It's like a figurine set, like Luffy and Katakuri fighting. That'd be really neat. I once saw a reactor to One Piece point out the only other character that wears the same kind of sandals as Luffy is Rayleigh. He and Shaki are Luffy's other grandparents. I don't think so, but it's interesting to notice similarities. Here's another thing I saw being pointed out. Luffy constantly inspires pink-haired people. Shirahoshi, Kobe, Rebecca, and Bonnie. Luffy is super inspirational to anybody that has pink hair. If you notice this. I need to get out of bed. Get out of bed, Damien! Splash some water on your face. Greet the day. Oh, you know what I started watching? So whenever I start watching an anime, what'll normally happen is the anime will be super popular and everybody will be talking about it for like a month or two, and then I will not watch it. And then like 6 months later, when like, I mean, it's still popular, but like no one's talking about it as much, that's when I start watching it finally. So with that being the case, I started watching Free Rend Beyond Journey's End a couple nights ago. I just finished episode 4. It's really good. It's worth I think it's worth a lot of the memes and stuff I saw. Definitely worth it. But yeah, that's typically how I will watch anime. Like, I'll never watch something popular when it's popular. I'll wait, like, I'll check this out in like 6 months or a year from now, you know? Yeah. I'm not a popularity hater. I just don't get around to watching it. It's just like, oh, here's something else that's really popular right now. All right, I'll get around to that whenever I get around to that. It usually just takes forever. I'm constantly lagging behind. That means you won't watch One Piece until it's over. One Piece is the exception, of course, yeah. Popularity hasn't died down for Free Run. I mean, like, sure, it's still around, but, like, there was a period where it was everywhere. There's a period where I couldn't open Facebook without seeing, like, you know, quotes and memes and, you know, scenes from Free Run. What's the big anime right now? What's the big meme anime? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I know it was the Apothecary Diaries, which I actually read the first volume of that. It was okay. I haven't really watched the anime yet, but I know the Apothecary Diaries were really big for a while there. Dungeon Meshi. I've been seeing a lot of Dungeon Meshi. I look forward to checking it out in about 8 months. I'll tell you what, right around Valentine's Day, I'll check out Dungeon Meshi, and I'll get back to you on how I feel about that. It's just, yeah. The deer anime? What the fuck is this? The deer anime? What is this called? What is the name? Shiko Noko-san, okay. What is this? Shiko Noku-san? Shika means deer. What is this? Shika Noko Koshi Tantan. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, I've seen memes with her. Yeah. I'll do anything for deer crackers. Yeah. Okay, you guys have fun with this one. You have fun with that one. I might skip this one. I might skip this one, but you know, you guys have fun. Okay. I'm almost the same age as Kafka. Yeah. I like the idea that a lot of the main characters in Kaiju number 8, they're not like, you know, I'm a 15-year-old kid about to save the world. You know, no, it's like I'm 32 and I'm tired. And I have a government job. Do you think the double spread of Laugh Tale will be the biggest and most beautiful ever drawn manga panels? How do you imagine Laugh Tale? So we already have a basic idea of what Laugh Tale looks like. Like, I'm sure Oda is going to look at the reference that he drew back with Crocus and everything. Here we go. So this is what we got to go on. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up in the manga, because the manga would probably look a little bit better. Here it is. Yeah. So Oda definitely, I think, has a general layout of what it's going to look like. It also does kind of resemble the Ancient Kingdom a bit. That image of the Ancient Kingdom that we've seen. Let me see if I can find a picture of that. When did I make that Void Century video? Here we go. Here we go. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, you could see it's not underwater. It might be underwater. So you see on the side here, there's clearly like, it's clearly like the architecture of like the Native Americans that lived in like the American Southwest, with like the adobo mud brick kind of structure. Like they're actually building the structures into the side of a mountain. There's definitely like some inspiration there. A little bit also into like how the like Mesoamerican cultures lived as well. You know, that's just a cliff. Well, it is a cliff with a bunch of windows and doors carved into it. So it's clearly people living on the island at some point or some structure, you know? And then you got this down here that kind of has a similar kind of vibe. Yeah. But then again, keep in mind, this was a flashback that was in chapter, like, 105. So, I mean, a scene that was in, like, 105. So maybe I think Oda will take the basic design, the shape of it, but, you know, he might add some stuff, subtract some stuff, but the basic design overall will still be the same. Yeah, I'm really pumped for Rebirth of Souls because, like, a Bleach fighting game that includes everybody, I mean, that's a huge opportunity. You got every Arrancar, every Espada, every Visored, every Shinigami. You can include Shinigami from fillers. Have Muramasa in there, and freaking, who is the guy, Shusuke Amagai from the arc, whatever. Have the bounce in there. Fuck it. Just throw everything in there. Do a bounce DLC. You know what I mean? Why not? Just throw every character in Bleach, because Bleach is pretty much over. There's some, I mean, yeah, there's the Hell arc, which is still going, but, like, there's so much material. You can shove so much crap in there. Like the fighting roster should be huge. All the Stern Ritter, like, holy crap. The opportunities are endless here. Yeah. I do hope they include the bounce, like, because it's just like, you know, this is a first Bleach fighting game we've had in, like, 20 years. Just include something. Not 20 years, but, like, you know, it's been a long time. It's been, I think the last console Bleach game was Soul Resurrection, and that was on the PS3 back in, like, 2008 or 2009 that came out. So it's been, like, 15, 16 years. I have a PS3 now. I should get that game, Soul Resurrection. I never played it. I've been researching the Void Century. Oh, no. But, yeah, it's about an hour and a half into this, I think, now. So I'm probably going to... Yeah, about 1:30. Okay. I think that's a good place to end it. We talked about the chapter. We didn't get too off on tangents. But that's usually how it goes. Yeah, Season 4. Well, Season 4 of Dr. Stone got announced at the end of Season 3. There was even a thing at the end of Season 3 that was like, Science Future, Season 4. So I was like, that's going to happen. Yeah, Dr. Stone, the ending wasn't the best payoff, but it was okay. It was all right. I enjoyed the journey. I enjoyed the trip. On a 12-hour trip to Spain at the moment. Love your stuff. Also just want to let you know the One Piece with a Lime podcast crew welcomes you back anytime. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes, I would love to be on the podcast. I will get back to you. Just Rob, did you see my super chat? Yeah, well, give me a sec and I will check on that. Let's see. I want to meet Frankie's VA. Yeah, Patrick Sates. He's pretty cool. Oh, I got to meet Frankie's VA at Anime Expo. Next year, I might be going to Anime Expo. I didn't go this year because I went to London instead, and I guess I could have went, but no, because I was busy that weekend. But maybe next year. I'd like to go back. Answered that one. Chop slap. Listen to that one, or respond to that one. Answered that. Feeding Frenzy 2. What was that the name of a game? I'll write that down. Gonna watch from the stream from the start. Keep it up, GOAT YouTuber. Thank you. I don't see Rob's on here. Oh, just Rob. I got to meet Frank. Oh, that was that one. Okay, yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, Patrick Sates is a cool dude. He's done a bunch of stuff. He also voices Dio, right? In JoJo's. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So no video up tomorrow because I'll be at a convention. I'm coming back Sunday, so I could probably do something then. Let's see. There's a break next week, so I gotta, write down some video ideas for that. Game show will be recorded and be uploaded. No longer allowed in another world. I've seen clips for that, like stuff, because I'm subscribed to the Crunchyroll YouTube page, so whenever there's like any kind of like, you know, push for a new anime, that's always on there too. Yeah. Eam is pissed at the current events, and we see the same circle in Brook cover up here, and Eam shows up on Egghead because... Oh, okay, I see what... Yeah. Dude, I think we're just going to see Eam's face soon. I think, like, at the end of Egghead, Eam just, like, walks out of the shadows and we see their face. Yeah. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good stream, and catch you back here later. Thanks for everyone watching, and I'll maybe see some of you at Techo. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, come on by. I'll be there Saturday, like from Saturday afternoon all the way into the evening. I'll be walking around, and then we'll do our panel at 8. So it's going to be a fun time. Later, everybody. You have a good one. Stay fresh, or whatever people are saying these days. I don't know. I'm in my 30s now, guys, all right? I'm starting to lose touch. All right, whatever the saying is. All right, go have yourself a box social or something. I don't know. Head on to a shindig. I don't know. All right, later, everybody. Signing out.